Yo, yo, hey beautiful people, welcome back. Guess who? MarkieMaurk in the kitchen again. So, thank y'all for joining me this evening. I hope everyone's having a fantastic week. And it's Friday. Friday is the day. This probably won't post till Saturday. Never know, maybe Sunday. I got 2 more in the bank ready to drop next. So, anywho, thank you guys so much for tuning in again. Anybody new to the channel, welcome, welcome. Be sure to make sure you like it first, but if you do, smash that big old thumbs up button for me and hit that subscribe button and hit it real hard. Anyway, tonight, if you have tuned in before, I did a recipe on my famous barbecue rub. Well, tonight we got a beautiful rack of spare ribs, and from the local meat market. My favorite type of ribs. Baby backs, you know, they're good, but they're just so small and they just don't have the fat content. It's all trimmed off, and that is the key to having a good rack of ribs, is having that fat that melts in there and it turns into flavor and it melts through, and a lot of it does drip out, so it's not like you're eating straight fat, but it's all about bringing it down the flavor town. Anyway, guys, got the smoker fired up outside. I will walk y'all out there in just a moment and show you the deal. But anyway, I'm gonna get going on these ribs, rubbing them down. But before I do, I'm gonna show y'all a little tech tip of the week, little secret that a lot of people may not know about, that is the key to having tender, bite off the bone ribs. If you don't do this little trick I'm about to show you, you're gonna wonder why you're really pulling on it to get it off the bone. So anyway, see you in just a moment with this little secret. Alright guys, so here is the secret. The ribs have a membrane on the back side. You can see this is the back. There's that pretty front side. So the secret to tender ribs is to make sure you get that membrane off there. So all you gotta do, another secret, use a piece of paper towel to get started, and it just helps you grip it. Once you grip it though, if you grab it right and you luck out, it comes off in a nice pull. So you can see now that I'm starting, see that? So anyway, you want to get under it, get a good pinch on it, and it's pretty strong. This one is wild. It actually has like 2 layers. So anyway, there's that first layer. Check that out. Nothing but membrane, and that stuff, when it hits the smoker, it gets so tough. If you've ever bitten into a rib and you gotta pull it off the bone, that's the problem. Someone forgot the membrane. So anyway, y'all, glad I got to share that with you. I'm gonna get the rest of this membrane pulled off. I got, for the most part, I got it. You can kind of see how it kind of tore off. So you can see just this top area right here. Gotta get that, and then I gotta get this little top area right there, and we'll be good to go. And I will rub these things down, and I will see y'all in just a second. Don't go nowhere now. All right, guys, it's time to rub them down. We got the membrane removed, the smoker's hot. I'm overdue. Get them on there. So, and remember, especially with my rub, if you made it, if you watched the video and created it yourself, I hope you did, because it goes so good. But I like to go nice and heavy on it. And I watch some people apply a rub and they think they can just sprinkle it on there and be done with it. That is not right. You have got to massage it into the meat. It is a rub. You've got to rub it, people. So anyway, I'm getting a nice coating where I want it. Right. Then we're going to give it old meat massage. Really just, and you don't have to, like, you know,
What do you mean?
rub it like crazy, but you just want to massage it in there, like I said, and it kind of gets it in all the cracks and crevices. It's going to make these things so good. Alright, so I'm going to do a flip. Now I never do as much rub on the bottom side, because the bottom side is mostly bone, but you do have, on the spare ribs, you have this nice fatty end back here. So I definitely add a little bit there. Give that a nice massage in. And I'm telling you, y'all have got, if you haven't and you're wondering about this rub, you've got to go back, watch that video, follow it step by step. If you do, you will have the best rub of all time. And excuse the phone calls, everybody likes to call when I'm filming. Just go ahead and ignore that sound. Anyway, one more rub down. I just want to know who it is so I can call them back and express my feelings towards them. Anyway, all right guys, we're good, we're rubbed down. This is about to jump on the smoker. I'm gonna smoke it for about an hour uncovered. Then I'm gonna spritz it, or actually smoke for an hour uncovered. After half an hour, spritz it with apple cider vinegar. Smoke it for another half an hour, which equals the first full hour. Then wrap it, because you don't want to over smoke your ribs. No one likes something that's too smoky. So anyway, I'm gonna drop these on the smoker and I'll see you in just a moment. What's up, y'all? So we are out here at the smoker, the Oklahoma Joe. I like to call it the Oklahoma Schmo, because I tell you what, it's, in my opinion, subpar. The problem with it is the firebox is so dang thin, you literally got more heat coming out the bottom because the metal's so thin than you do actually transferring through it and up and out. So all you got to do, if you do have an Oklahoma Joe, I'd recommend getting a piece of like 1/4 inch, maybe less, maybe 2 layers, 1/8 inch, whatever, sheet metal. Cut it to the width of the thing, bend it down in the bottom, and then screw it down or whatever you got to do. But you really got to make the bottom of this thing thicker if you want it to perform wonderfully. Right now you can see we're right at about 200, so we're just gonna let it rock and roll. Ribs are on, looking good. You can't open it though, because then you lose temp. Anyway, like I said guys, 1 hour in this bad boy. In between the hour, at a half an hour, I spritz it with apple cider vinegar, which really just adds that nice bite flavor to the meat, gives it a nice bite, and it juices it up on the outside, which keeps the heat from drawing the juices out of the inside. So you're really saving your interior moisture by adding exterior moisture, if we want to get all scientific about it. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna let this rock and roll. I'll bring you in for the spritzing, and after that spritz, we're gonna wrap it up and send her home, and I'll see you all in just a moment. Don't go nowhere. What is up, y'all? Thank you so much for tuning in once again. The ribs are finally finished. They took a little longer than I thought. Had some technical difficulties, but you know, that happens. And one thing to remember, if you run out of charcoal, don't panic, it's okay. Take the ribs, wrap them up, throw them in the oven. It's what I had to do. But anyway, I got some good smoke on them, probably had them on the smoker for about 2 hours. This was a large rack of spare ribs, so I'm gonna bring y'all in for this because it's looking oh so good. Anyway, this is them right out of their beautiful packaging. It's like opening a Christmas present, and they are just right where I want them to be. Don't forget about that tech tip on peeling the membrane off them suckers. If you haven't made my barbecue rub, you better, because I tell you what, you rub it down. And if for those of you who have tuned in before, I also did a barbecue sauce video. So if you put that barbecue sauce first, if you use my rub, make my rub, use it. If you do that first and then you baste them in barbecue sauce for the last 30 minutes, I tell you what, they come out like this. And that vinegar forward sauce is so good that you're gonna have yourself some award-winning ribs, I promise you. So anyway, guys, This was a pretty brief one, pretty simple. Just smoking some ribs. But anyway, I want to thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thanks for sticking with me. Please don't go nowhere. Hit that big thumbs up. I hope y'all try this. I hope you get you a rack of ribs, make my rub, make my barbecue sauce, and give this a shot, because I tell you what, it'll be the best rack of ribs you ever done smoked. Anyway, guys, wrapping things up here. Until next time, this is MarkieMaurk coming at you live from the kitchen. Stay safe, stay healthy. I love you guys, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Later.